Government scientists said today that they're surprised by a jump in temperature that made 2012 the warmest year on record in the lower 48 states. Changes in temperature usually come in tiny fractions of a degree, but the average for 2012, 55.3 degrees, beat the old 1998 record by 1 full degree. 2012 was also a near record for weather disasters, including drought, wildfires, and storms. There were 11 disasters last year that topped $1 billion in damage each. Only 1998 was worse. Every state from coast to coast was affected. The West had devastating wildfires. In Colorado, the most expensive wildfire in state history destroyed more than 650 homes. New Mexico's largest wildfire on record burned more than 250,000 acres. In March, tornadoes that tore across Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky left 42 people dead. In late August, Hurricane Isaac came ashore near the mouth of the Mississippi. 9 deaths, 4,700 homes were damaged or destroyed. And of course, in October, Superstorm Sandy brought a record storm surge to the New York and New Jersey coastlines. 131 people were killed. 650,000 homes were damaged or destroyed. More than 8 million homes and businesses lost power, and some of them for weeks. So 2012 is in the record books, but the devastating drought continues. It covers 61% of the continental U.S. The worst of it you see right there in darkest red. Texas officials today had bad news for farmers who badly need water, and Anna Werner has their story.
The rice is what you see now is in the rough. When it comes out of here, it'll be white.
The operation managed by Harold Ross dries the rice harvested by farmers around Eagle Lake, Texas. Rice has been grown here since the 1800s, but few years have been as dry as the last 2.
We've been in business since 1947. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a point where we didn't have water enough to plant rice.
Rainfall in Texas is more than 16 inches below normal. Rice production statewide has dropped 37%. But the number that really counts is 11. That's how many people are not working at the drying plant anymore because business is off by 1/3. In the past, the rice farmers in southeast Texas would routinely get water from reservoirs in central Texas.
We haven't had the rains up north and north of Austin for water in the lakes. And when the lakes are at a certain level, they won't allow us to get water, or the producers to get water, because the lakes are so low.
Marinas along Lake Travis have been left high and dry. Businesses there depend on boaters and recreation. The lakes in central Texas also supply drinking water for cities including Austin.
I think some of the farms has been in operation for years and through generations and everything else. Without the water and everything else, that's going to slowly dwindle.
Today, water management officials voted not to send water downstream to the farmers unless lake levels rise. It's the second year in a row they've said no, and another season of worry at the rice drying plant. Worker Norris Powell supports a wife and 4 children.
If we don't get no water, I don't have a job. And there's 6 other guys that work here with me, and we'll all be in the same boat.
And Scott, forecasters expect the drought to continue until at least March for most of Texas.
Anna, thank you very much. Climate change, of course, is also affecting the seas, and in California, we're going to have a look at the impact on whales and seals